because of how far ahead you are now. And ViciGaming, they're on the Radiant side of the map, but that was pretty much something that VP had to do. You have to take that fight at that point, right. Even if you don't have a smoke, because you're just getting further and further behind. With Aegis and Cheese on the side of ViciGaming, there's almost no chance that you win that fight.
Heading on in through the middle lane to go straight to bottom without waiting for that creep wave. Lil, the only one to be able to defend, force taps himself, does make a resummon, tries to go for the kill on Ice, but Cold Embrace stops that one in a heartbeat. And ViciGaming will claim their second laner racks. Virtus.pro, their third laner racks will stay intact, but it's only because that tier 2 has yet to be taken in the top lane.
And it looks like VP, I mean, they're still staying in the game despite the fact that they're so far behind. If we just look at the difference in net worth, it has to be near 30K. I'd imagine that the experience is in a similar...
And Roshan may just be what puts it over the top for ViciGaming's. We'll see. Virtus.pro pushing back that bottom lane. They'll never be able to get to Roshan in time with all this minus armor and the damage on Super.
Yeah, I think Virtus.pro, they're probably just... they don't really want to GG quite yet because you want to fight for that last Rax, but they're probably discussing what's going wrong and what went wrong despite the fact that they had such a good start. It never really felt like they were able to put too much pressure, and that Roche fight was just so disastrous for them, and they're probably just assessing what went wrong. VP, they're going to make a go of this though.
Oh, Shackle Shot on the Burning, that's going to be a good setup. Maybe they could take away that early Aegis. Nether Strike, oh, what? Burning? No, the power shot snags him. And VP, oh, Illidan actually wants to set this one up onto the open. The ultimate comes out for the Winter Wyvern. TK Phobos immediately going to be the target though as he tried to charge in. Does manage to get the charge off, still has the Nether Strike as well. Bumps back, does manage to push around Super, but Illidan just doesn't have the damage necessary, and G couldn't even get close with Fenrir intercepting the rest of VP, making sure they cannot get uphill into that fight. FNG gonna try and hide away that gem, but ViciGaming don't have to worry about kills anymore. They can just go straight for the top lane, and I bet they could even backdoor it with the amount of damage they have now.
Yeah, they don't really care at this point. They understand how far ahead they are, and these fights, it's not like it gets easier over time, right? They lose 2 fights in a row. The third fight's not gonna be any easier for them, but still willing to stay in, gonna wait for Illidan to respawn. And that BKB just at 6 measly charges now.
Another tier 2 going to fall. Super even eating through that backdoor protection. Finally, they do have the creep wave here. That'll make things a bit easier for them. By the time they get uphill though, Gyrocopter will be back. And it looks like he will be even able to... No, it's actually all unreliable gold, so he may not even have buyback with this next life if he dies immediately again.
But Super, he does have buyback. He's just going to continue to hit this. He's got the boost of travel too. Lotus Orb coming onto him too, just in case you could go for the reverse shackle.
Yeah, Lotus Orb, Solar Crest. I mean, Super is just a monster right now.
3,200 health.
Jump in, ice, 2-man stun. Illidan's gonna throw out the ultimate as well, but it just does a pittance of damage, and ViciGaming just don't seem to be threatened at all by DK, Phobos, or Lil. They start trying to go for Fenrir, but a good Winter's Curse holds the rest of VP together, and they will fall together as well. 16-32 is the end score as Virtus.pro finally called GG.
And just what a dominant performance by ViciGaming. Every single time that VP decided to make a move, ViciGaming were completely there. Remember when they went for the smoke on mid? VP, it fails. They instantly group up on ViciGaming's side. They go for the smoke of their own, completely just outplaying them turn to turn.
Yeah, absolutely. Virtus.pro, I mean, they had the early start though with the Gyrocopter and everything else. Do you still feel like this is going to be a close series, or ViciGaming with this display of game number 1 just too far ahead?
I'm not quite sure. The game looked close when it came to the laning phase, but when it came to the actual rotations and the smoke movements, it just felt like ViciGaming were on another level.
All right, well, we'll see what our panel has to say as Virtus.pro are left with a questionable place to go into game number 2.
Thank you very much, Cap. And yes, back at the panel.